Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video we are going to see a summary of The Power of Habits by Charles Duhigg. If you're ready to start living your best life and making a positive impact in the world, let's dive into this summary of The Power of Habits. The Power of Habits is a book by Charles Duhigg that explores the science behind habits and how they shape our lives. The book is divided into 3 sections that cover the nature of habits, how they work, and how they can be changed. In the first section, Duhigg explores the nature of habits and how they are formed. He defines habits as the choices that all of us deliberately make at some point and then stop thinking about but continue doing, often every day. Powerful framework for understanding how habits work. It is comprised of 3 key components. 1. Cue. This is the trigger that initiates the habit. It can be a specific time of day, a particular location, an emotional state, or any other type of signal that prompts the habit. 2. Routine. This is the actual behavior or action that follows the cue. It is the habit itself. 3. Reward. This is the positive outcome or benefit that reinforces the behavior and makes the habit more likely to occur again in the future. Duhigg explains that habits are deeply ingrained in our brains and can be difficult to change, but by understanding the habit loop and identifying the cue, routine, and reward associated with a particular habit, we can begin to modify the habit and replace it with a new behavior. Additionally, Duhigg introduces the concept of keystone habits, which are habits that have a disproportionate impact on other areas of our lives. For example, exercise can be a keystone habit because it not only improves physical health but also leads to better sleep, increased energy levels, and reduced stress, which can have a positive impact on work and relationships. By identifying and focusing on changing keystone habits, Duhigg suggests that we can create a positive domino effect that leads to other positive changes in our lives. Overall, the key takeaway from this section is that by understanding the habit loop and focusing on changing keystone habits, we can create lasting positive changes in our lives. In the second section, Charles Duhigg provides a more in-depth look at how habits are formed and how we can use this knowledge to create new habits. He discusses the role of cravings in the habit loop and how they drive us to seek rewards. He emphasizes the importance of understanding cravings to create beneficial habits. Duhigg then introduces the concept of small wins, citing the example of Alcoa, a company that was able to create a culture of safety by focusing on small successes. He also discusses the power of belief in habit formation, pointing to studies that show how expectations can shape our behavior. The author goes on to explain how creating if-then plans can help us form new habits. These plans involve deciding ahead of time what we will do in a specific situation or circumstance. Finally, Duhigg discusses the importance of social support in habit formation, citing the example of Alcoholics Anonymous. Overall, this second section of the book provides practical advice on how to create new habits by understanding cravings, focusing on small wins, using the power of belief, creating if-then plans, and seeking social support. Duhigg also explores the power of keystone habits, which are habits that have a ripple effect on other areas of our lives. For example, he explains how regular exercise can lead to improvements in other areas such as productivity, mood, and sleep. In the third section, Duhigg argues that the key to changing habits is to identify the cue and reward of a habit, and then replace the routine with a new behavior that still provides the same reward. He introduces the habit reversal loop, which is a 4-step process for changing habits. 1. Identify the routine. Identify the habit you want to change and the behavior or action that follows the cue. 2. Experiment with rewards. Experiment with different rewards that satisfy the craving that drives the habit. For example, if you're craving a sugary snack, you might experiment with different types of fruit to see which ones satisfy the craving. 3. Isolate the cue. Identify the cue that triggers the habit. Cues can be anything from a time of day, a particular location, or a certain emotional state. 4. Have a plan. Develop a specific plan for how to respond to the cue with a new behavior that satisfies the same craving. For example, if you always eat a snack when you get home from work, you might plan to go for a walk instead. Duhigg also emphasizes the importance of belief in the habit change process. He explains that belief in our ability to change is a critical component of success. He gives the example of the British cycling team, which went from being one of the worst teams in the world to winning multiple Olympic gold medals. The team's coach, Dave Brailsford, emphasized the importance of small improvements and creating a culture of belief in the team's ability to win. In conclusion, Charles Duhigg's The Power of Habits is a valuable resource for anyone seeking to understand how habits work and how to change them for the better. The book provides numerous real-life examples of how habits have shaped individuals and organizations, and how they can be modified to achieve positive outcomes. Overall, The Power of Habits provides practical and scientifically backed strategies for understanding and changing habits, offering readers a roadmap for achieving personal and professional success through the power of habit modification. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our channel for watching more videos.